Well, howdy there, Internet people. It's Belle again. So today, we're going to talk about Trump in California, two statements, and why Americans should pay attention. Trump is obviously no stranger to weird statements. It's become so common for him to say something completely unbelievable that it tends to just be shrugged off. But two statements from his stop in California shouldn't be ignored. The first was him continuing to claim there was something wrong with the elections, and somehow that's why he lost. Nothing new there. He says that all the time. But it took on a tint even more detached from reality than normal. He said, quote, "If I ran with an honest vote counter in California, I would win California. But the votes are not counted honestly. It's a very dishonest system that you have in California." Trump blaming his loss on anything other than himself is normal, but claiming some system issue is why he doesn't win California? In order to get even close to Trump being competitive in the state, which he normally loses by about 2 votes to 1, you'd have to discount a third of the votes to get Trump close. Trump is saying that literally millions of votes in the state shouldn't be counted. Given his behavior after 2020, this type of rhetoric shouldn't be ignored. His rhetoric seems to suggest he's going to do it again. The other statement is about his desire to seem like a tough negotiator, despite evidence to the contrary. Trump blamed California's governor for water problems in the state. Well, the governor and a protected fish. He wanted Governor Newsom to sign some papers, which was probably a reference to a desire to ease protections for the protected fish. He said the governor, quote, "is going to sign those papers, and if he doesn't sign those papers, we won't give him money to put out all his fires. And if we don't give him money to put out his fires, he's got problems. He's a lousy governor." No, the governor doesn't have problems if the federal government withholds disaster relief funding. Americans have problems. The average person who had their home and livelihood destroyed has problems, not the governor. Trump continues to show that he seems to view Americans as nothing more than pawns to be used in political maneuvering. They're not the people he's supposed to work for. For his part, Governor Newsom responded by saying Trump, quote, "just admitted he will block emergency disaster funds to settle political vendettas. Today, it's California wildfires. Tomorrow, it could be hurricane funding for North Carolina or flooding assistance for homeowners in Pennsylvania. Donald Trump doesn't care about America." Did y'all see what Newsom did there? Pennsylvania and North Carolina, huh? Of all the states in the country, why would the governor of California select those two? What do those two states have in common? They're swing states. Newsom is making sure the voters that need to hear about Trump's behavior the most do. These two statements seem to show that Trump is willing to metaphorically torch American institutions like democracy and let the homes of Americans burn as long as it benefits him politically. Once again, the former president shows clearly why he's the former president. He's an establishment billionaire celebrity who I think is fundamentally disconnected from the interests and the problems of most Americans. Anyway, it's just a thought. Y'all have a good day.